After both the Gonzaga and Washington State men's programs fell flat on their face this weekend, it was up to the women's team to redeem the region this afternoon, as they certainly left no doubt about it. First up, the 21st ranked Bulldogs welcoming in South Dakota State. Now, the Zags came out of the gates hot. Brina Maxwell sinks this jumper, and Gonzaga starts the game on an 11-0 run. Under the basket, Yvonne Ejim was simply dominant. She could get a bucket basically whenever she wanted to. Ejim finishes the first half with 12 points. She's shooting better than 64% from the field this season. But the Zags are just good at any point on the court. Kaylee Trong gets a little separation here, sinks the triple. 1 of 10 on the afternoon for this Bulldog squad. Later in the quarter, Ejim showing off the defensive skills this time, saying, "Get this out of here," and then waving off the South Dakota State player. It's all going Gonzaga's way now. The blowout allowed a lot of the younger players to get some meaningful minutes. Claire O'Connor knocks down the corner three. The Bulldogs starting to go into cruise control now. In the second half, it was a lot of the same. Kaylee in the corner, going to be left wide open. You can't do that because she sinks the three. Gonzaga rolls on to win this one 83-58. They improve to 11-2 on the season.
The percentage doesn't look as good as I think the effort was by our team. I thought that we had 48 disruptions, so that's a pretty big number and a huge focus for us.
Once we got in that pace, I think if anything, we know where our energy is going to be and where our energy can be, and I feel like that's where we're like, okay, now we can keep this up, we can keep going, but not really oh, it's going to be one of those games type of thing. It's where we put our focus and our energy into, that's where we can tell how long that's going to last throughout the game.
Next up for Gonzaga will be a trip down to the desert where they're going to face off against the Arizona Wildcats, the fourth Pac-12 team they've faced so far in non-conference play. They have just 2 remaining before WCC play begins on January 4th.